Groupie, was auch immer, ich weiß es heute noch nicht. Wahnsinn! Sie ist Club 75 und das Ganze ist sie geworden mit einem Hauptjob. Und ich würde behaupten, als Mama war ihr Hauptjob Mama sein. Ihre Tochter war damals 1 Jahr alt und mit ihrem Hauptjob als Lehrerin absoluter Wahnsinn.
Und die Person, die wir jetzt auf die Bühne bitten dürfen, die weiß ganz genau, was sie will. Sie ist ehrgeizig und sie hat uns gesagt, ihr Team weiß, dass es in ihrer Gegenwart keine Ausreden geben darf. Das heißt, wenn diese Person Zeit mit anderen Menschen verbringt, darf alles geredet werden, aber nichts über Ausreden. Und ihre langfristige Vision ist es, mit dem Business, mit den Produkten, möglichst viele Menschen auf dieser Welt zu inspirieren und irgendwann in Florida zu leben. Deshalb begrüßt mit mir, mit einem tosenden Applaus, steht alle auf, Geraldine Salvi!
Thank you very much for your warm welcome. I'm really happy to be here today to have the opportunity to tell you my story. It's also the first time I'm doing that in English because my mother tongue is French, so I do it in English so everybody can understand. Also, I hope so. Okay, so first I would like to start my presentation by asking you a question. Who in this room has already played the lottery? Put your hands up if you have. Who in this room has already played the lottery? Lottery. Great, a huge amount of people. Thank you very much. Now, I have a second question for you. Who in this room has already won a huge amount of money with lottery? A huge amount, not a small one, a huge amount of money with lottery. Nobody. Almost nobody, great. And do you know why we have these results? Because you put your hopes and your energy on luck, but not on yourself and on your ability to create a business that can change your life. You know, I started a business with Juice Plus 2 years ago, and Juice Plus changed my life, and I'll explain you why. But first, let me present myself quickly. My name is Geraldine Salvi. I live in the French part of Switzerland, in Moutier. I'm 33 years old and I'm married, and I'm the proud mom of Lily, my 3-year-old daughter. I reached the PMD after 14 months in the business, so 1 month in the business, alongside my full-time job at school and also my mom life. So my story with Juice Plus began in December 2016 when I found a Facebook post on, that talked about the opportunity. And I found it very, very interesting, but I wanted to know more about the products before I started. So I tried them, and with the help of sports, good food habits, I lost some kilo. And this was my first chance with the Juice Plus. And at that time, I was so proud of myself, and I'm very confident in myself. I was happy in my mind, happy in my new body, and that pushed me to get into this business. So I started the business on the 6th of February 2017, and I had 2 goals. The first one was to help other people to improve their life as I was being helped the last 2 months. And my second goal, really materialistic goal, I want to have more money to travel with my family and also have more freedom to buy myself shoes and handbags. Yes. So I started the business on Elisabeth Schlunke's team from Club W. And after my first month in this activity, I reached the SC position. So I was so proud of myself. I realized there that I could do bigger things that I thought I could do. And I had the feeling that this opportunity can change my life by changing other lives around me. And so I decided to be very focused on this activity and spend every minute of my time on it. So after 4 months in the business, I reached the QNMD without stopping by the SSC position, so I got straight. Then I reached the NMD in October, then the IMD in January, then the EMD in March, and at the same period of time, I received the Rookie of the Year award last year at the Convention of Salzburg for the highest growth of Payline within a year. Thank you. Then finally, I reached the PMT by May 2018, so after 14 months in the business. And during this progression, I worked full-time and also had my baby of 1 year old with me. So I can affirm I didn't sleep too much during this period of time, and probably every parent here can understand what I'm saying now. So maybe you are asking yourself, how did I do that? So how did I do that? You know, I was a woodcutter. So ich war ein Holzfäller, ein Holzfäller. Auf Deutsch. So I was a real woodcutter. And I'll explain you the story of the woodcutter. So when a woodcutter would like to cut down a tree, he has to choose a tree, then hits the tree every time at the same place, continuously with the same amount of energy. Are you agree with that? If you are, put your hands up. Great, thank you. So it doesn't change the tree he hits, it doesn't change the place he hits, and it doesn't hit only 2 or 3 times, but continuously with the same amount of energy. And it's exactly the same with our business. What we have to do, it's really simple, but not easy to do. Don't think for me it was easy, because it wasn't. Don't think I was lucky, because I didn't have any more luck than anybody else here. I just work hard every single day for 1.5 years. I pushed myself so hard, I was feeling the pain that you can feel when you give everything you've got to reach a goal you set for yourself. For me, failure was not an option. I woke up every morning at 5 a.m. to work on my new activity before going to school. I worked during every school breaks, during every lunch breaks, during every nap of my baby, during every evening and every night for 1.5 years. And I made also a lot of sacrifices, and I went through a lot of rejections and criticism too. But you know what? I don't regret a day I spent on this activity, because this activity changed my life and changed the life also of my family. And now I would like to give you 6 of my tips I still use today and that were very helpful for me during this progression. So the first one is that you have to know your Just Plus products. You have to know them and to love them, because it's the heart of our business. Then you have to talk to a high number of people, your enthusiasm about these products. Then you have to talk to as many people as you can about this incredible opportunity that can change thousands of lives around you. And then you have also to develop good relationships with your downlines and also to your uplines. And you can also develop your communication skills. Then you have to also do personal development, because 80% of the success began in your mind first than in reality. And the last tip is that you have to have a clear vision, have clear goals, and be self-disciplined and well organized. But you know, in reality, with Just Plus, I want much more than just money. You know, I want love. This business is just about love. The love you gave to all your team members to let them grow, and the love and the gratefulness you receive back from them. All these incredible people here, I couldn't put everybody on the slide, sorry, but everybody from my team has a huge place in my heart. And I would like to thank them all, because every person I met through this business has given me a chance to improve my life. So thank you very much to my team. Merci beaucoup à mon équipe, je parle tout le temps français. Sans vous, je ne serais pas là aujourd'hui. I also learned how to develop myself to be successful in this business. You know, I learned many skills to become a better version of myself, a stronger one, a much more positive one, a much more confident one. And I learned many skills in sales, marketing, management, leadership, entrepreneurship, and relationships too. And I also learned how to enlarge my comfort zone to the point I have to come here in the front of 5,000 people to tell you my story in a foreign language. And I still remember 2 years ago when I was afraid to post the first picture of myself on Facebook. And now I'm here. So you can really see the evolution. And if I can do it, everybody can do it. And I just would like to explain you a little bit of what is an enlargement of the comfort zone for me. So you have your comfort zone here, which is really quiet, really nice, but nothing happens in this zone, nothing. Everything that can change life happens out of this comfort zone. So for example, you are maybe afraid to post on Facebook, as I was 2 years ago. But you do it. You push yourself and you do it, and you do it continuously. And with the time, it becomes your new comfort zone, because you're used to it. Then you start a new thing. For example, you do a call for your team, a Zoom call. And you do it continuously, and with the time, it becomes your new comfort zone, because you're used to it. Then you start a third thing. For example, you have to speak in front of 5,000 people, and you do it maybe continuously. And it may become your new comfort zone. But it's still the first time I'm doing that, so we'll see. I also learned my family pride. You know, in this business, my family and my friends didn't understand why I put so much hopes and energy on this activity, because I had a really good teaching job. And they didn't understand my choice. They thought I was crazy. And now everything is different, because I proved them I was right. I won my family pride, and now my parents' pride too. And the most beautiful thing I want for me as a parent is that I can be an example for my daughter. You know, I truly believe that we are responsible of our life. And if we really want to change something in our life, we can really change it. It is just a question of choice, and that's it. And Lily, my daughter, gave me the strength and the will to do what I did. And now she has two good examples, her father and me, who are not only dreaming away our lives, but actually living our dreams. And every point I mention here can be won with the lottery. Every point I mention here can be bought. And you can really see the strength of this business. And I would like to end my presentation with a surprise for you. Are you ready? Great. So everybody here has a success ticket in their pocket. Everybody. But you just have to validate it. But don't forget something. Everything worthwhile is uphill. Everything. Don't forget that and go for it. Thank you very much.